acting up. I didn't know if we were gonna make it or what was gonna go on here. So I think we got it. We're here. Let's see who we've got in here already tonight. Holy smokes, the chat is busy. Lake Ontario Firewood first Sunday night live in a long time from home. How you doing, Mike? Got Clarence Dobson, Sherry Miller, Scott McCoyne, Bill Saflarski, Neighborly Homestead's got the gang there. Scott and Ann, Wise Choice Firewood. Good evening to you guys. Seeing who else we got in here. Four inches of rain Saturday. Holy smoke, Sherry. That's some water. We've got about an inch coming tomorrow. We need it, though. We'll take it. Josh and Janice, how you doing, guys? Ken, 13 waiting and only 9 likes, while there was 33 here now and 16 likes, so we're doing better. Miller Stumps and Firewood, there's Mr. Ted. Tom, Big Tom's Firewood. Tom, you are smoking the deliveries out, buddy. Hang on, though. I got to clean our screen. We're a little fuzzy. I'll fix it. We're going to go blurry for a second. Hold on. There we go. That's better. Ta-da. But yeah, Tom has been out there just pounding the deliveries out. He is cranking. He's beating me by a long shot. Dennis Rexford, how you doing? Connor McCrae. Got Bucking Around. The boys down in Massachusetts watching. Logger Jason. Brandon Fisher all the way from Alaska. Robert Daigle from wherever his remote post is tonight. Got all kinds of people. All got Brandon Hode. Got Jim, Iffy Kid. You weren't on the live stream, Jim, but I heard you in the background a couple times. You can't hide that easy. 17 likes, 29 likes. Now look at us go. Brianna Gorman, good evening. Good to see you. Yadkin Valley Outdoors, Arthur Bowers. Oh, Kevin Violet. How you doing, Kevin? Man, you guys are smoking this chat. I'm trying to get caught up. I'm not there yet. Scott Hunter, good evening. David Parker, John Solomon. Look at you guys go. Jason had a couple of interesting hours. Either he's got some storms or he's got something going on in Lake Ontario Firewood with the super chat. Well, I guess we'll open up a cider for that. That's worth it. It's been a little bit of a go here. There we go. Good stuff. All right, I got to get back to where I was here. See who else is here. Craig's Cords Coles. Daniel Atkins, the SOL department is here. It's been 2 weeks since we've really seen a lot of Daniel. I've not received a lot of complaints, so I guess we're good. Uncle V just started watching Tom's Firewood. Tom is cranking. Tom has a heck of a business going, and Tom is crushing it. Tom's doing an awesome job. Robert Cox, how you doing? And Robert Daigle with a super chat. Thank you very much, sir. Well, we're getting it done tonight. Glenn Wysack, how you doing? Aaron Burford, how you doing, sir? Good to see you as well. And Kevin says he's good. There you go. Oh, Shibe's live also. You got to bounce back and forth. Well, Shibe should have came on with me. We could have done a partnered up live. I don't know if I could do 3-hour live like he does, but we could have done it. Oh, Lake Ontario is on Buffalo Trace number 2. Neat. Man, we're getting caught up. Tucker's Timbers is in here. How you doing, Tucker? Good to see you, buddy. Lake Ontario. Speaking of super chat, still haven't heard a word from Steve. I actually have a conference call with Steve later this week, so I will find that out for everybody, and we will get that fixed. I still have a list of the names from that, so we'll get that addressed and taken care of for you. And I am all caught up with the super chat. So let me tell you what I've done. So as you guys know, I do my reels on Facebook, and I opened the proverbial box. How much is a quart of firewood? Holy smokes, you guys. We have baskets made that hold 1/3 of a cord. We put 3 of them in my trailer to make 1 full cord. You would be amazed how many people, that's not a cord, that's not this, that's not that, a cord is this much, a cord is that much. Guys, I'm going to tell you the scientific reasoning behind all of it right now. Are you ready? 1 cord is 128 cubic feet. It does not matter the length, it does not matter the width, it does not matter the height. 128 cubic feet stacked is 1 cord. Or, by the state of Maine law, 14 to 18 inch firewood is 180 cubic feet loose thrown. That's it. It's the only definitions that we have. It's the only definitions that we will ever have. But I'll tell you, I've gotten every single explanation of why what we have is not a cord, or why we're doing it wrong, or how we're doing it wrong. I don't get it, guys. It makes my head hurt. I have 100 and some thousand views on that reel so far, and I swear half the people on there don't know what a cord of firewood is, but they'll argue that they do until they're blue in the face. So holy smokes, it's just, I don't get it. That, and I got some nasty messages in my messenger from people that did not like me letting the neighbor kids from up the street work and do firewood with me. I know the family. I grew up with the family. I've known the family my whole life, both of their parents. And I'll tell you right now, I asked before, I did everything the way that we should have. Told them they're not going to be running the log splitter. They won't be running chainsaws. I might let them use the tractor, and we're just going to have fun. They did a fantastic job. Fantastic job. And I had people, oh, child slave labor, and oh, those kids don't have gloves on, and this and that, and it's like, can't win for losing. They did a fantastic job. I'll tell you guys right now, if there is a kid that wants to work and they are anywhere in my area and they come to me and they ask, do you have any work? Even if I don't, I will find work for them. 100%. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. I don't know what gets into some people's heads. Where do they think that somebody like me learned to do that stuff? I've been running the handle of a wood splitter since I was 4 years old. When I was old enough to comprehend what forward and backwards was, and I got it mixed up sometimes too, and Gramp kept his fingers out of the way, I was running the log splitter. That's what I grew up with. But it's just, yeah, holy smokes, what a bunch of fun. And yeah, Tucker, we're going to have you on here. I'll have to talk to you. Maybe we'll figure Wednesday or Sunday night or something. We'll find a time that works and we'll get you on here. Tucker is out there. He's absolutely crushing it too. 19 years old. He's got some big plans. He's got some big stuff going and in the works. I'm looking forward to seeing if he can make it all work the way he wants to. So that's awesome to see a young guy out there wanting to hustle. I've always been a hustler myself. You guys know that. I'm always looking. I'm always digging. And I think Tucker fits that mold very, very well. And Josh and Janice, I did block a few people this week. Quite a few, actually. If somebody wants to call names and get nasty over what a cord of wood is, or the fact that I let the neighbor kids from down the road work, yeah, bye. See you later. No, we were never worried about any of that stuff when we were kids, Dennis. We wanted to work. We wanted to learn. We wanted to help. That was what all of it was about, was learning and helping. Uh-oh, Logger Jason had a chipper fire this afternoon. Batteries and hydraulic oil don't mix well. No, they do not. They do not work well at all. And there's Mrs. Willey home from picking up the eldest son from work. Glenn says he's with you. Kids wanting to work is far and few between. Give it to them anytime they want it. Absolutely. 100%. 100%. Let's see. Yeah, Tucker's a good guy, Aaron. We're gonna have him on here, and we're gonna chat with him. We'll test his firewood skills and ability. It's a fun thing. Firewood is. No, Ken, I didn't block you. I don't have to block many people on YouTube. Surprisingly, I think there's only been a handful. YouTube has been much better than other platforms, but it happens. Oh, let's see. So Logger Jason said it burnt the computer and a few lines. Should be able to salvage it. Well, that's good. At least it's not a loss. I heard, oh, hello, Mrs. Willey.
Hi.
She's yelling from outside. Hello. Maybe she'll come see us. Maybe not. I don't know. We've got to pack a whole house in 2 weeks, guys. We were looking and trying to get a plan and everything done. I don't know if there's a plan. And Mike said, thanks for the random message the other day. It meant a lot more to you than you know. I don't know how many of you guys out there watching know, but I try to pay attention to as much of your stuff as I can. I really do. And if I see somebody and I see them do something good, sometimes I'll comment on the video itself for everybody to see. And then sometimes I'll send you a message. That way you know that it's just for you and that's it. It's, yeah, it's pretty good. Dennis Rexford, I know you sent me an email for that two-man saw and I cannot find it. If you can send me another email, woodguywilly@gmail.com, I will get you the address so we can clean that blade up. I have got a pile of stickers that we can put on it. So if you can send me an email, I'll gladly get that to you. Yadkin, you are not kidding. It is hard to watch everyone and work. I've not had long form videos on YouTube as regular as I want just because there's been so much stuff going on and it's just, holy smokes. When the house is done and we get everything situated, it's going to take a huge weight off of my shoulders and it's going to free up a bunch of time. It's going to free us up financially. Things are going to be better, way better. And I'm really looking forward to that. It's going to be nice to be able to see how that all works and see how that all goes. We're going to make some changes to the wood yard. We're going to do some different things. Yeah, 902, we are supposed to work once in a while. Yep, that's true, Tucker. It's not the amount of long form videos, it's what you do with them. And I got to tell you, you know, the shorts that we do with the little informational tips, the men's mental health, stuff like that, even though they aren't the best performing videos, they're the most impactful, and I really enjoy them. Bill wants to know if I got dressed up last night. Bill, I did not have to get dressed up last night. Richard was sick. So I had to stay home and take care of Richard, and I sent my wife to her gala. She went with some friends. She won an award. She came home. She looked beautiful. But I got to stay in some more comfortable clothes and take care of Richard. So it's not that I didn't want to go. I would have loved to have gone with her. I'm very proud of her. She's accomplished a lot and so proud of all that she does. But somebody had to take care of Richard. Unfortunately, he's not old enough to take care of himself yet when he is sick. When he's not sick, he can take care of himself pretty well. But yeah, she did great. Rob, outside in the 515, how you doing, buddy? I didn't see you pop in. I apologize for that. So,
hi.
Hello. Are you going to come see us for a minute, or?
Yeah, you got a chair?
Yeah, there's a chair right there. Uh-oh. Here comes trouble, guys.
Trouble?
Oh, she must have heard me talking about her.
She's
carrying something with her. Let's see what she's got here. Hang on.
I heard you were talking about somebody beautiful. I figured it must be me.
So what are you holding there? What do you got?
I got an award.
What's the award for? What'd you do?
I was awesome.
You was awesome.
And it even has my name on it and everything. So this is from my business. Hi guys, this is from my business networking group. They're big. They have over 500 members in the state of Maine, and there's certain things that we're supposed to do every month, but it's a lot, making sure we stay up with our education and connecting with others and passing referrals and inviting people. So when you do all those things, you are put into what they call the Hundreds Club. And out of 515 people, only 9 of us got one of these.
So here's your chance for a guiltless plug, because BNI is all over, not just in Maine. What is BNI and what does it mean?
So BNI is Business Networking International. So it's actually an international organization. And it's a really cool group of different businesses. So like I'm the only one in my clinic or my group that has a wellness clinic. And if Russ were to join, he would be the only one that has a Firewood business. So
could I be the Firewood business and social media?
I don't know.
Or do I have to pick one or the other? You're the president. You get to make the rules.
You have to pick one.
I have to pick one?
Yeah. You have to pick one.
Yeesh.
I think you would be smart to do the Firewood because the social media is part of that.
Well, yeah, but I don't know. There's other stuff.
There's lots of stuff.
How do I fit it all in?
Yeah.
Can we say Firewood and the stuff?
Maybe.
All right. I'll think about it.
We'll have to look about it. But it's really cool because for somebody like myself, where I went to school to be a nurse, I did not go to school for business, and I don't know what I'm doing. So to have a group of people who are vetted and take the time to learn about what I do and what can they do to help me, and if I have questions about things like insurance or banking or oh, then there's light. But anyway, it's a great group. My business has gotten over $40,000 in the 15 months that I've been from it.
So tell them about the 515 members from the state. How much closed business did you guys hand between the 515 members?
Over $40 million.
$40 million, guys. So
in 1 year.
I'm going to tell you, when she first came to me about this, I had 2 people, one in particular, that hounded me. And when I say hounded me, I mean hounded me on a regular basis to join BNI. And the only thing I had to do was just pay my dues. Just pay my dues and you can be a member. Pay your dues, you can be a member. So I told my wife when she wanted to do this, I said, it's a cult. I said, all they want your money. I said, do what you want. I said, but I wouldn't do it. It's a cult. And she did it, and it's worked out really well. And I've actually filled in a bunch of times. It's not really a cult. It's actually a bunch of business people trying to share some business between each other. And it makes for a really smooth transaction. If somebody needs something from me for firewood equipment or firewood, and Amber knows somebody, she's going to send them my contact information. If I know somebody that wants to lose some weight or needs to regrow some hair or get some hair lasered off, I send them to Amber.
It's really cool because I view it as we meet once a week, and we each get 60 seconds to pitch our business every week. So that's my opportunity to educate the 35 other people that's in my group to be my salespeople. So that is, you're basically extending your sales force by however many people's in your group. Our chapter actually has grown the most. We've gotten like 11 new members in the past year. So we have like 34 members now, which is great. And it's just, it is a time commitment, but networking, I think it's invaluable. I really do see a lot of value in it. And it was kind of like inspiring when I went to the awards gala last couple days ago. And it's so cool to stand in that room and look at all the people who are there genuinely to like help one another and help not only their own business grow, but other people's business grow. And it's kind of cool to be a part of that community. So I've definitely learned a lot, and I really enjoy the networking.
Yeah, Cooper Flag.
Yeah, so Cooper Flag, my business partner, Erin, her husband is Matt McKenzie, and Matt McKenzie has been training the Flag boys, both Cooper and his twin brother Ace, since they were in middle school. So she's watched them grow up. So Matt is still one of his personal trainers and goes like, he's traveling a lot to go to Texas and all over when he's playing. So yes, Cooper Flag comes into our office sometimes and gets IVs and trains in the gym, and it's really cool.
But can he swing an axe?
I don't know.
He's got long arms.
mean,
He'd be excellent for swinging an axe.
I'm sure he would do great at it.
That's what we need to know. We
Yeah.
need to know.
Living on an island. You know what's cool? They actually have chapters that are all virtual.
So remote. And if you've got internet service, you're watching us right now, even
Yep.
though you're on an island. So there you go.
Yep. So there's actually 3 chapters in the Bangor area. One of them is all remote. And I can definitely get you some information about that. And you know what's cool is you can attend a meeting and not join. So you can attend I think it's 2 meetings every 6 months, and just to go and say, hey, we're here. And especially if that group doesn't have a marketing person or a screen printing business, or if they don't have what you have, then you're probably going to get business from that.
Well, the person
anyway.
that asked is in Islesboro, Maine, and it's the lady that makes my merchandise.
I know.
For my channel,
Yes,
so.
I recognize the name. So that's what I'm saying. You can join a remote chapter, and as long as you do your have your meetings remotely, whatever time that is, and you do your one-to-ones kind of remotely, it can still work even if you're on an island.
So there, look at that.
Yeah.
Perfect. So what else is new?
Oh, we're trying to move.
Yeah, I was talking to him about that.
It's a lot.
I've hauled sawdust, lots and lots and lots and lots of sawdust. And Britt from
why.
Foothills Firewood, Dr. Wood, is in the building.
Why
Hello,
are we
Britt.
so fussing about sawdust? So we've got a bunch of stuff in the house.
Well, the realtor said that I have to have it all moved and out of there.
My father?
Yes. So
Oh.
that's what I'm working on, trying to.
Was that at the request of the people buying the home?
I believe so.
Oh.
And they want some new firewood racks made. So Dave's been sawing lumber. We're going to make some pretty new firewood racks. And we're going to condense, add, and shrink all at the same time. So figure that one out if you can.
I feel like that's like a Rubik's Cube.
Kind of.
It's going to be like Tetris.
Sort of. Sort of, but not quite. If anybody wants a laser, I got my arm resting on a laser.
Yeah.
My laser's for sale cheap.
We need to get this gone.
So if somebody wants a laser, I paid $1,100 for it. You come with $700. She's all yours. So if anybody's looking for a laser, have at it.
Yep, let's get her gone.
All right, I thought I saw a question, but father-in-law says so. That's why. That's right, Daniel. That's right. Well, I don't know who doesn't like sawdust. It would make a really good... I could deliver in a couple of weeks, Mike, or at least meet you halfway because I'm going to Virginia. So on my way, I could swing through, and I'm sure we could make it find its way to you.
Where's he?
He's in New York.
Oh, okay.
So if it's between Maine and Virginia, I'll help deliver in the next couple of weeks. So... yeah, we got all kinds of people up here. Will you put the laser in your...
carton in May.
Carton in May. I could. If I still have it, I could put it and bring it with me in May.
In May? No, it's going to be gone before then.
But Virginia, I am going to Bland County, Virginia, just the other side of Whiteville, Virginia, I guess is what it's called. I'm not sure the name of the actual town, but all I know is it's between the 2 tunnels.
Do they know what you're getting?
They don't know what I'm getting. Do we want to tell them what I'm getting yet?
I don't know. It's up to you.
Do you guys want to know what I'm getting? Oh, Brian's leaving. See you, Brian. Appreciate you stopping by, buddy. Shotlift family. Yes, okay. So I'm going to be going down to see Ryan from Typhoon, and we're going to pick up an RCA 500 firewood processor, a live deck, and a power pack. So we're going to have the big boy from Typhoon up here. If anybody is in the area, wants to try one, wants to put their hands on one, I'll let you make firewood for me for free. And you can come up and check it out.
You know what you should plan? You should plan almost like an open house thing, like have a big barbecue.
Eventually. We've got to move and stuff first, and it's going to start getting cold. But we're going to have it, and it's for sale. We are a dealer for, excuse me, for Typhoon. So we'll have all of that stuff. If there's anything that you want, let me know. I actually sold the mobile unit that we had with the log trailer last week. So the mobile unit is sold. We've got new ones coming, and we'll be having those shortly. So they're going to be some different styles on that stuff too. So we'll have some new stuff. And Britt really likes barbecue, and so does Roger, because they said that you're onto something now.
Yeah.
And me on the grill. See, they're trying to put me on the grill so that they can play with the Firewood processor.
Listen,
I see what they're doing.
If you want to sell Firewood processors, you got to give the people an event to come up and try the Firewood processor.
Yeah, so...
And everyone loves barbecue. And you're really good at smoking.
Yeah, RCA were the cables before HDMI, that's for sure. But we'll have the Cord King and the Typhoon up here. We're going to have some other stuff coming from Typhoon up here, but that's going to be a little bit later on. So we'll definitely have something going on. Are we doing anything this week, or are you too busy? Robert, I am going to try to get down there at least a little bit. We've got some rain coming. And then I got to do some moving too, so I'm going to try to fit that in. I don't have a ton of firewood orders this week, so can certainly get down there and help you out with some of that stuff down there. There might even be a barbecue restaurant in the area. There is a couple of barbecue restaurants in the area. I may or may not know a guy that brings them firewood. I'm actually going to one of them on Tuesday, so
we love barbecue.
The house is sold, Mike. The house sold, and we got a full cash offer on it, and they said, we want you out of here in 2 weeks. So now we've got to scramble.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting because the house we're moving into is not empty yet. So
yeah,
that's going to be its own separate issue.
Yeah. I've started moving some stuff over. I took all my plants over.
Oh, the important stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, the important stuff.
Yeah, I got my plants. I like plants. I still have to dig up, 3 peonies, though?
4, I think.
Yeah, we're going to do that this week.
All right, Robert. I'll keep that in mind. I'll call you tomorrow. Have a good night, Dennis. Appreciate you stopping by.
You know, I bet a lot of these firewood people have trucks.
They do.
And I bet we could bribe them with barbecue to come help us move.
See, if I had more machines, I'd bribe them with barbecue and machines to help us move, but that's all right.
Oh.
Let's see. No, so the in-laws are building we call it the tree house, but it's a camp on the other side of the property, and they're almost to the point they can start moving their stuff in there, so.
But it's seriously downsizing, though. I don't know what they're going to do with the rest of their stuff.
So, Chad, we have Connex boxes coming, but they're not here yet because nobody had any close to us, so we had to wait. So, that'll be special. If I had to move, I would back a dump truck to the back door and a lot would go away. Yeah, we'll be throwing some stuff away. We already hauled off a 15-yard roll-off, so. Yeah. Brandon has 100-year-old peonies that were his mom's at his farm.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's my wife's favorite flower.
I love peonies. We transplanted, probably 12 or 13 of them?
A lot. I dug those suckers up out of the gravel.
I've been working on those for 8 years. They're coming with me, so. Some of those I grew from the root.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah, there's plenty that we could toss. There's plenty that needs to stay, but I would really like to get rid of a bunch of the stuff first and be done with it. The dumpster stuff is so stinking expensive now. It's like $230 a ton, I think, to dump at the landfill. And, geez, cool. It just, when you start doing all that stuff and start throwing stuff away, especially heavy stuff, it adds up quick. I miss the days when they did the free spring and fall cleanup on the side of the road and you could just put everything out and they'd take it, but they don't do that anymore, so.
Nope.
But yeah, so we've got a new machine coming. I've got some other new machines, plural, coming. But those are going to be a little bit, and we'll when they get here, we'll show you, and we'll go from there. But Daniel Atkins and the West Coast, they are going to get the first swing at some of these new machines. So they'll be the first ones to see them. So that's something that usually doesn't happen. The West Coast is usually not the first to see stuff, but they will be this time in February.
Cool. Yes.
At the Eugene Loggers Conference in Oregon.
Yes. I got to try to figure out. I'm supposed to be in New York City that same weekend.
Robert, I am coming to Bland the week after the 4th. So I think I'm going to leave here on like the 6th or the 7th, hopefully, and be down there for a few days. We're going to do some recording. We're going to make some videos. We're going to try to get some information out on the Typhoon stuff that is not out. Show real world working conditions. Show you guys how this stuff really works instead of just telling you how it works. So, holy smokes, Vic's cheap. Vic gets 125 per ton and 300 per load to haul. So,
what?
Yeah, that's way, way, way cheaper.
Where are you, Vic?
He's in New York.
Ah, shoot.
He's in New York.
Wait, I think you're undercharging because up here in Maine, it's
DM and J didn't have anything to send at the time, Josh. I did call them. I called a couple of places because we couldn't get a container the first time.
Are you saying we don't get to see you? No, Dave. I think what I'm going to try to do is we're going to fly out, and then I'm not going to stay for the whole thing. I got to be there because there's some big things getting unveiled. So I'm going to be there, and then I'm going to be flying back. I'll fly into New York and then go from there.
To New York?
You were just sitting right beside me when I said to the good people that I have to be in New York at the same time as in February.
I missed it.
Yeah.
I didn't even hear it.
Story of my life.
I didn't even hear it.
Yeah.
It's the thought that counts.
Oh, yeah. So it's okay. Because when is the show? The show is like a Thursday
Thursday through a Sunday, I believe. Yeah.
So.
Well, the show's Friday, Saturday, Thursday, and Sunday are set up in breakdown days. So.
I think we should fly out like on Tuesday and do some sightseeing stuff. And then I'll fly back on Saturday.
Sightseeing stuff?
Yes.
I thought we were going out to work.
No. Yes and no.
This is what I have to work with, guys. I'm going out to try to make money. She wants to go out and spend money.
I want to see the Pacific Northwest.
Northwest PA, Firewood, how you doing, buddy? I would like to see the Pacific Northwest sometime too, but not in the winter.
Listen.
Yes.
If we're going to fly our butts all the way out there,
we need to make some money.
We need to see some stuff.
Stuff sounds expensive. She's got 40 million. Come on, man. Yeah. If she had 40 million, I can guarantee you I would not be doing YouTube. So that was a good one right there.
Oh,
yeah.
I love it.
If she had 40 million, I would not be struggling to start a firewood business and get all this stuff put together. I'd have it all together already. So, but yeah.
That's funny.
I needed that one. That was a good one, Chad.
I wish. But yes, happy spouse, happy house. I agree, Lake Ontario Firewood.
No.
100%.
It's got nothing to do with that at all, guys. It's called Get Along. That's it.
Oh, I hear Mackie.
Glenn says, spend it, can't bring it with you. Well, that's good because we ain't got much to bring with us right now, so we don't have to worry about that at all.
We're working on it, though.
We're working on it?
Yeah.
All right. Oregon Loggers Conference right there. Thursday, the 9th to the 21st. What's up with that?
Must be the 19th.
19th to the 21st.
Yeah.
If I had 40 million, I'd still be doing firewood too, Tim. I would, but I'd have a little bit different setup. Just a little bit. So.
Yes, selective hearing, Robert. Yes. But
yes,
yeah.
Mike, men deserve to be happy too. That's why I do my men's mental health posts. That's why I do that stuff, because lots of times guys think nobody cares, work harder, nobody cares about your feelings, just shut up and do it. It's not true. I mean, we have feelings too. We show them a little differently than women do, but we have feelings too. So it's important for us to get all that stuff out. Can't take it with you, but you need enough to get there. This is true, Scott. This is true. We do need enough to get there, and back would be good too.
We got a lot of wisdom on here tonight.
These guys are smart. This is how I solve all my
I
problems.
love it.
There's guys and girls on here that, they help me solve all the issues.
No, I need to start I want to start a YouTube channel for my business.
For your business?
I don't have time right now though. But
Yeah.
I've got to make the time.
If I had 40 million, I would not be splitting Firewood. My help would. I'd still be doing it, Yadkin, but I'd have some different stuff. I would definitely have some different stuff. It would make Firewood more enjoyable.
If I had $40 million, I would do some traveling. I love to travel.
She'd spend it all.
No,
See?
I wouldn't spend it all. I would do some traveling and some education. I love learning new things. That's why half the reason I love traveling to these conferences and stuff. So.
Well, Jason says get after it and get it done then. Get the money. Where is it?
I gotta go laser some people, I guess.
Laser some people.
Yeah.
See, if you figure out how to clone people, you'd have your 40 million and then some. You'd be rich.
Wow.
Smart. Vic, we're not crazy. We're just different. That's all. Just different.
I'm gonna go start some laundry.
Sounds like the laundry's already started. I hear it clanking.
It's the dryer. I need to start, the oldest is working tomorrow from 3 to 7, so I need to wash a shirt for him.
I see.
Yes.
You just have to go with Russ more often.
Did you tell him about
I know.
Richard's birthday party?
I did not. Why don't you tell him about Richard's birthday party? This is the nurturing, motherly side of things. I don't think about the kids' birthday parties.
So Richard's turning 10 on October 30th. If anyone wants to mail him a birthday card.
Kenny from Outdoor Firewood
us
Adventures,
know.
he sent him a shirt. He's been wearing Kenny's shirt already.
Yes, and he loves that. But he's turning 10, and that's kind of like a big, deal. What?
Jim says more chainsaw training for you because you like learning.
Yes, I need it. I'm still waiting for my pink chaps. Anyway, so Richard's turning 10 on October 30th, and I have a connection to the University of Maine Athletics Department, and more specifically the men's hockey team, and we're big hockey fans. So
Go Black Bears.
Go Blue. They, God love them, did not play their best this past weekend, but that's okay. We still love them, and they're going to bring it together. The season is young. Daniel's birthday is Halloween.
I knew you was scary.
Yeah.
See, I told you.
But anyway, so Richard loves hockey. We are transitioning from football season to hockey season, and I'm planning a birthday. So I have access to this big, beautiful gym, and I'm setting up some knee hockey sets. So they're little nets with the little sticks, like the mini hockey. And I'm going to have 4 set up. And did you tell him about the hockey player that stopped by the house?
No.
This story there's lots of layers to it. It's like an onion.
So my wife's stories are a little long. I can give you a condensed version. So we were waiting for somebody to see the house. This vehicle pulls in, leaves, comes back. Young man gets out and he says, "Hey, do you own the pond down back?" And I said, "Yes, I do." He said, "Well, we'd really like to hunt ducks in it. Would it be okay if we did that?" And I said, "Sure." So he reached his hand out and he said, "My name is Sully Sholey." Well, I knew the name from the hockey game because we go to the hockey games. So I yelled to my wife and I told them, I said, "Well, you know my wife." I said, "Hang on." I said, "Let me go get her." And they were like, "Well, who's your wife?" And I was like, "Amber from 207 Wellness." And he's like, "Oh, yeah, I know her." So she comes out and they went and they duck hunted and they shot some ducks down in the pond. And now she's trying to bribe them with free IVs at her business to get them to come to Richard's birthday party to play hockey with the boys.
Yes. Well, it worked because Sully has RSVP'd, and I'm going to be Mom of the Year because he's going to get to play knee hockey with some UMaine hockey players, and that's pretty freaking awesome.
Roger says you're going full on Shrek with the onion.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely. I love Shrek.
Princess Fiona.
I love Shrek. It's one of my favorites.
Good thing, 'cause I'm an ogre, so it works.
Yep. But anyway, so Richard's going to have a fun birthday party. Going to get him a UMaine jersey signed from the Black Bears. as
And
a
my
gift.
birthday's right after that. So she kind of let my birthday present out of the bag because I
You
wasn't
did?
going to tell you guys that I was getting the Firewood processor until my birthday,
Oh.
and I was going to make it a YouTube video. But I'm getting a Firewood processor for my birthday.
Oh,
So
but that's not from me.
the hockey players aren't from you either. They're from their mothers, and they're coming out of the generosity of their own heart for Richard.
Yes, because they're amazing human beings. They're good.
They are good boys.
They're excellent. They are really good role models because let me tell you, they've come in and got some of them have come in and gotten IVs, and Richard's been there and they sit and talk to him for the whole time and like act like they're interested.
I don't think he's on the iPad because if he was,
No.
he would have commented under my wife's name already. So.
Oh, he's probably on the iPad, but he's probably not watching this. He's probably like.
So
YouTube.
I heard from
Other YouTube.
the mother of the two boys that helped me. She said the youngest one is living on his iPad, watching all of the YouTube videos and stuff from my channel. So Zach is about 45 pounds, and he had a kidney transplant a year ago right now. He was in Boston getting a kidney transplant. So
Yep.
he
Kid's
very
tough as
good kid,
nails.
and for 40 something pounds, he is just tough. He's a rugged little kid. He did 2 cords of firewood with me with his brother Caleb the other day. They moved all the firewood. I taught him how to use the tractor. They did a fantastic job, and they both want to come back and do more. So that's kind of cool.
Starting him young. I like it.
Be willing. I am getting a RCA 500 Typhoon firewood processor with a towable live deck and a GP40 power pack. So that processor is going to be really, really, really nice. It's top of the line, all the bells and whistles for Typhoon. We'll have some different wedges with it, can show different configurations and what we've got going on. It'll be really, really nice to put it beside the Cord King and show the differences between the two machines, because while they are both the same capacity and size rating, they're very different in what they offer. And my lovely wife is going to go do some laundry.
I gotta do the laundry.
She's going to take off, so goodbye, wife.
It's nice chatting with everybody.
Don't drop that award and break it.
I won't. Oh my gosh, I'd be so mad. I gotta take it to my office, so. Uh-oh.
She could probably be Mother of the Year, mostly because the boys and everybody in the house except for me get everything they want from her. She's pretty easy like that.
Richard
with the boys.
was comparing me to one of the other football moms, and he said I'm a 4, and I said a 4 out of what? He goes 10. I'm like, what? He said the other one brings snacks to practice.
Have a good night, Wise Choice. Appreciate you stopping by. So Daniel Atkins needs 10 subscribers to get to 2,000. So if you're in here and you're not subscribed to Daniel Atkins' channel yet, why don't you go over and give Daniel a like, and let's see if we can get him past that 2,000 mark. That would be pretty awesome if we could do that for sure. So if you're in here and you have not seen Daniel Atkins' channel yet and you're not subscribed, go over and check him out. Daniel is a man of many talents. I've watched his lives when he, when he put on some rotary engines. I love anything to do with engines, and I was watching that and asking questions. I like that stuff. Daniel's a really awesome guy, so if you haven't gone and checked his channel out, go give him a look and see what's going on. And Lake Ontario Firewood said that he needs 32 more to hit 100. So there you go. We'll see if we can get him to 100 and Daniel to 2,000, and that would be a good night as far as I'm concerned. So most of you guys are always asking what I'm drinking. This is a raspberry unfiltered hard cider. Raspberry is one of my favorites. And I really, really like it. Well, Daniel's picking up some new ones. Lens Firewood and Creations. How you doing, buddy? Charity Heart, how are you? Yeah, there you go. Daniel just put his link up there so you can click right on it and then you're all set. There you go. Neighborly Home said, Mike, you need more videos. He wants more content. I gotta make more videos too. I'm guilty. I'm struggling on the videos lately. The reels are easy because it takes like a minute to make them. The videos not so much, but it's a good time. And Yadkin, you asked a while back if when I was going to Virginia. I plan on going to Virginia right after the 4th. So after we close on the house and the house is sold, I plan on heading south for about a week, maybe a little longer, all depending. So I'll be down to Ryan's for a while, and we've got some stuff that we wanna do. Larry, yeah, the reels are nice, and I don't always remember to put the reels over to YouTube. I try to remember. I'm not good at it, so I've got to make sure that every reel I make for Facebook I put on YouTube, because a lot of people that follow me on YouTube will not necessarily follow me on Facebook or vice versa. So I've got to get better about putting those up there. Sometimes I like the shorts better myself. It shows me what a quick clip of what I need to. I don't have a big lapse in time. So yeah, I like that. Speedy says I can stop by his place and practice that processor. There you go. Man, I got all kinds of people commenting still on my what is a cord video or reel on Facebook. They're chewing that thing up still. Who knew that a cord of firewood was such a hard measure and that could have so many different meanings? I saw that reel take off and I was like, oh boy, here we go. Yeah, talking to the camera is not an easy thing, and it's something that takes some getting used to. Even now when I'm doing my 1-minute videos, a lot of times I'll switch them up and do a bunch of stuff, and yeah, it's just Mr. Brooks, Ron Brooks says, hey Russ, wife and I, just a quick update. 2 more weeks of radiation for me, and wife is too weak to undergo any more treatments. Was out today to cut and fell over a round. Well, hopefully you take care of yourself, Ron, and hopefully you didn't hurt yourself too bad. Never fun to trip and fall. So that could be a good video, Len, to just talk about having to talk to a camera and how it all works and what goes on. What's up? Oh, so this is what happens. Richard was tired. He'd had a long weekend of football and playing with friends. He's zonked.
In our bed.
And that's my bed.
Yeah.
So you try to pick a 180-pound kid up out of your bed and move him to his bed. He's not going to be happy with me, but I'm going to make him move.
I'm going to let him sleep for right now. But, yes, we'll make him move.
Yeah, I told you that 6'4" was going to be thirsty. Got plenty of power, though. Brandon, I talk to myself all the time now anyway. Yeah, be willing. That it's crazy with so many people talking about face cords, ricks, ranks, rows, pickup loads, trailer loads, all of that stuff. It's nuts. I mean, crazy. All of the back and forth. At the end of the day, a cord is 4x4x8. It doesn't matter what length. It doesn't matter how tall, how long you stack it. 128 cubic feet of wood is one cord. That's it. So I don't know. It's one of those things. I didn't think it would be that big of a deal, but it turned into that big of a deal for sure. Yes, and Craig's cord to Coles, don't forget the Maverick load, because that's a little smaller than a pickup load. What are you going to do? So I'm looking forward to next year's show season, just because I've got some new things that are coming, and I'm very excited to show and share them with everybody. But what I like is traveling to the show and meeting all the people that watch the channel, seeing what people like, hearing from things that maybe they want more of, and this and that and everything else. I like the show circuit, but I find the shows are very, very busy. I don't get a lot of time to do as many videos and things as I want. The equipment sales with the commissions is more profitable than firewood, but I enjoy the firewood more, if that makes a sense. So we're gonna have all kinds of stuff coming up. We're gonna change our wood yard around a little bit, and we're gonna do all of the stuff. So, oh, and look at that, Daniel Atkins, right there, is now over 2,000 subscribers. Congratulations, Daniel. 2 thumbs up, brother. So that is awesome. That's what this is about. A little bit every day goes a long way. Help someone if you can. We just helped Daniel. Everybody that's in here tonight that did that helped Daniel. So that's awesome. Congratulations, Daniel. That is awesome. There he goes. He's celebrating. Ask and you shall receive. That's it. Very, very cool. Very awesome. So if there are any of you on here that don't mind talking to a camera and want to do a live like what we did with Logger Jason last week, shoot me an email, shoot me a text, a message, whatever. More than glad to have you guys on, and we can talk about your channel, talk about what you got going on, or we can just talk in general about nothing, kind of like what these are here. So Richard Williams, that's right, a cord is 128 cubic feet. So I call face cords city cords. So a lot of times when you go to cities, big cities, they sell by the third of a cord, and that is a face cord. It takes 3 face cords to make a full cord. The state of Maine says that firewood is to be sold in full cord increments. So, yep, Ken, I am only 60 away from 6,000. We hit 5,000 pretty quick in June, I think it was, and it's been a long road to hoe to get to 6,000. Things have slowed up. Videos have slowed down with the traveling, and we were doing the podcast and the shows and everything else. It's been a chore. I did get confirmation today that we have more logs coming to the log yard, so we'll have some wood to cut. As some of you may or may not know, my grandmother fell, so Grandpa's taking care of Gram. She had to have surgery. She is completely immobile right now on her own, so it's good timing to be getting another processor, because I don't know how much Grandpa will be sawing. He will want to get out of the house and do some sawing, but he can't leave Gram for too long, so he'll need my mother's help if he wants to come over and do any sawing. So we'll do a bunch of stuff with the processors in the meantime, and we'll see which processor makes the process easier. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Graham is okay, Richard. She's very weak. Graham's been sick for a long time. Her health is not good. Grandpa's the reason that she's still here today, because he takes such good care of her. So hopefully she can get healed up and back to as close to normal as possible. What that normal looks like, I don't know, just because of her health being in the condition that it is. So we'll see. We'll see where that goes. So loads of logs, and talking about being expensive, a load of logs right now for me when the big tractor trailer rolls in is $1,900. So every load of logs that gets dropped is basically 2,000 bucks. That's the way I view it. So they're talking about 4 or 5 loads of wood this week. It's 10 grand. 10 grand's got to come out of an account, get paid to the logger, and then we get some money back as we cut, split, and sell it. We're going to try to get a few hundred cords into the yard before spring. I'm going to go to the woods, do some cutting with the skidder. I've got a 10-acre clear cut that a lady wants done, and I get to keep the wood for doing the cut. Some of it's going to be lumber, some of it's going to be firewood. So we're going to take the wood, and we'll do whatever we need to do to make it work. But I've got a bunch of sawing to do too, and I'm looking to possibly get into a hydraulic mill. So yeah. We were told log shipment price is up since June. I don't know about log shipment price, but I know that the pulp price is down, and there's nowhere for them to go with hardwood pulp right now, which is firewood. So firewood should be cheaper, and they're not knocking the price down any at all. It's still, it is what it is. I get a fairly good deal from the big log truck that comes in, but the some of the smaller trucks and the smaller guys, the price is high. Price is high. Ed, American Country 716, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. So yeah, so we've got, I may or may not, so Glenn, that big tractor trailer, when he comes in, they call it a 12 cord load. I've never got less than 13 full cords out of the load. Anytime that I've told them it's been extra and tried to pay them, they say, no, good for you, that's a 12 cord load. So I'll take it. I mean, I'm not going to say no or anything like that. I'll always take the extra wood, and it helps because, you know, with the loss of the short ends and things like that, it definitely makes a difference. Young Buck bought a new to him ATV tonight, and we just got home. So is he out using the headlights on that new to him ATV and putting some miles on it? Glenn just got a log truck. Well, there you go. Awesome. What'd you get for a truck? Did you get a triaxle, or did you get a tractor trailer? So Ron said they checked him out when he fell in the wood yard. Bad shoulder injury, 2 to 4 weeks recovery. And prayers to Graham. Well, I appreciate that, Ron. We'll definitely keep you in our prayers as well. And I hope that Graham gets better, and we will see. Richard has 2 companies cutting within 2 miles of him and still can't get any wood from him. That's the thing. So, Richard, I've had the same issue. And we've had guys cutting really, really close. Can't get them to deliver. And then I've got other guys that they say, oh yeah, we got all kinds. And I order 4 or 5 loads and no, never show up. The guy with the tractor trailer and the gentleman that he hauls for has been the most consistent firewood that I've had in years. He works well with me. I will work well with him. Ed, you asked how Graham's ankle was. Graham's ankle has pins and screws. She cannot get around very well because she's really weak anyway, so Gramp is there at her beck and call and 24/7 care. They wanted to put her into a rehab facility, and Gramp was not having any of that. That was not happening, and that was not an option. So she is home recovering, and Gramp is taking care of her. Mom and Graham, Mom goes over to help Graham, and I've been over once to just check and see if they needed anything, but definitely a stubborn man, Gramp is. He does not need help from anybody, and he'll tell you he does not need help from anybody, that he's all set. And you know what? I tend to believe him. He's pretty independent. That cider was getting warm. Yep, Gramp is old school for sure, Richard. No, his name's Richard too. For those of you who didn't know, that's who he named my son after, was my grandfather and my wife's grandfather. So his first name is Richard, like my grandfather that cuts wood for me, and his middle name is Boyden, and Boyden was my wife's grandfather's name. So we named him after our grandfathers. One of the only times I've ever seen my grandfather tear up was when I told him what we named Richard. So he thought that was a pretty good name, and I thought it was too. So I got a picture of him holding Richard in his hand when he was just little, and I mean, Gramp's got really big hands. Richard's head didn't even take up a quarter of his hand, it seemed like, in the picture, and the way he was looking at him was pretty awesome. So I'm definitely a blessed man to still have my grandfather around and to have the man that I have for a grandfather. So I'm lucky. I know I'm lucky. I'm blessed. I get it every day. How many more days that'll be, I hope it's a lot more, but we'll see. Yeah, his back says he's tired, but he's far from done yet, Len. He, I don't know. He's all wore out, but he doesn't give up. So Ed wants to know what he missed. So here's what you missed, Ed. I got 2 weeks to get out of the house. We sold the house. The house is sold. the new house we're moving into is my in-laws' new house that they built. Their stuff is still halfway in there. And then we got to get all our stuff out of this house and into that one. One of the other things is my wife spoiled my birthday present idea and my video idea. I'm getting a new firewood processor to come to the wood yard. We're going to have an RCA 500 from Typhoon with a live deck and all the bells and whistles. So we'll have that up here so we can make a bunch of videos with it. I'm also going to be going to Virginia to record a bunch of videos with the Typhoon winches, the forwarding trailers, the firewood processors. We're going to do a bunch of different stuff and put these things to work. Actually work them, have them in the woods, use them, show you guys what they'll do, what they're capable of, and how they're actually to be used, so that we can get a little more education on this stuff. It's one thing to tell somebody, it's another thing to actually go out and use them. So we're going to be doing a bunch of that too. I've got a laser for sale, an X-Tool laser. Let me spin you here. So this laser right here is for sale, 700 bucks. Whole setup, the whole shebang, everything. So if anybody is between Maine and Virginia, I will deliver it when I go down in a couple of weeks if you want it, but I would prefer somebody somebody come get it. So the RCA 500 cost for a stationary unit, you're gonna look somewhere around like 66 to 68,000, somewhere in that range. Really simple machine to run, and that's one thing you guys are gonna notice when we do the videos on that. It's really nice. The Typhoon is powered by a 40 horse Kohler engine, EFI, the one that I'm getting. And it's a full hydraulic mill. So I'll describe and show you guys all that stuff when I get it. I'm hoping to have the new internet set up in the yard so that we can go live at any point in time in the yard. So when we're out there working, we can just throw the thing up, go live, and show you guys what's going on. The videos are nice, but sometimes real world, real live, this is how it's happening, is a whole lot better to showcase and show a machine. So I wanted to make sure that I had good enough internet in the new yard to do everything that needed to be done. The RCA 500 is built in Slovenia. So that's middle Europe, kind of by, excuse me, by Italy. Very nice equipment, fit and finish. The engineering on this equipment is top notch. They do all of the engineering to the nth degree before it ever gets here. So really nice machines. Scott McCoy, yes, the show in Tennessee will be a go. This week is my week to start sending invites out to all of the vendors and touch base and see who wants to go. But we will be doing the show. So going to be really cool. Yep, Slovenia is their factory is state of the art. Really nice machines. And one of the things with being able to go live is I want to be able to go live to show real world situations of, you know, this is how this thing works, so that we're not sugarcoating or editing things out or doing any of that stuff. Josh and Janice are thinking about buying chainsaw pans from saw suppliers. Use Willey 10 in the discount code. Free shipping, 10%. That'll be pretty nice. I'm looking at chainsaw pants because I've got a vendor that reached out, and if we do work with this particular vendor, we all have to have our PPE on. So I'm working on that stuff too. We'll see what we can do. Said the code doesn't apply for order. I think it's just for saws. I think you'll get your free shipping, but that's it. Yeah, so the Logfather started with a Range Road processor. I mean, if you think about it, most all of us started with some less than lackluster piece of equipment to get us going, whether it be an axe, a homemade splitter, a box store splitter, a Chinese firewood processor. we all started somewhere to get to where we are. So it's one of those deals that you do what you got to do and go from there. Um, but yeah, the Range Road processor, one of our Typhoon dealers in Ohio, he sells Range Road stuff. It's two different calibers of equipment, but it all depends on what you need. If you're just starting out, you don't need an $80,000 processor still. Yadkin, if you want a big box wedge unit, you need to either talk to Cord King or Allwood and tell them what you want, and they'll build it for you. Bill Saflarski, the log trailer alone with the crane is about $40,000. I will let you know. So I'm looking at Proto's chainsaw pants, and I'm looking at, oh, what's the other one? I don't even remember now. There's another one anyway. But there's two different companies I'm looking at. They seem to be the most comfortable so far. So, but when I started doing firewood, I had a John Sered 630 Super and Gramps homemade log splitter. That was what I started my firewood business with. Ran it that way for quite a while. Quite a while. How many sticks of firewood equal a cord? All of them. All of them, Daniel. The Range Roads aren't bad. You just got to realize what you're buying. If you're only spending 20,000 bucks for a processor, you're not going to expect to have an Easton made 48C or a big circle saw machine or something like that. They're an entry level processor, so it's really nice to see just, you know, the difference between the machines. You get what you pay for. I mean, bottom line, you get what you pay for. If you're paying $20,000 for something, have $20,000. See you, Kevin. Appreciate you, buddy. But it's one of those deals where you do what you got to do. I mean, you got to get started somewhere. You got to build your business, and that's the whole thing. Yep, Daniel, that's absolutely right. Road range processors for 20K. Are you getting a 20K processor? You're getting a processor, but it's you know, it is what it is. Yep, Mintcraft 8-pound mall for Northwest PA Firewood. Nope. Nebraska Woodster. Got theirs for 11K. There you go. What is the name of the show in Tennessee? So the name of the show in Tennessee, I'm not sure what the name is going to be yet, but it's March 13th and 14th in Parsons, Tennessee at the fairgrounds. So March 13th and 14th, it's a Friday, Saturday at the fairgrounds in Tennessee. There may or may not be some nightly entertainment at the show as well. Marlon, the other gentleman that's working on putting this thing together with me, he's from the Tennessee area. He really likes the honky tonks and the music. I think he's trying to line up some entertainment for all of us, and he knows a lot of people down there, so I think he'll do really well for us, and I can't wait. It's going to be a fun show. This week I'm going to be sending emails out to a bunch of different vendors, and we'll be contacting vendors to see who's interested in coming down. Firewood and sawmill only show. Equipment that's going to be right where we're going. Yeah, Marlon is a great guy. His family is awesome. So I told you the internet's full of trolls. So Marlon's daughter, one of them, she was in her bare feet making bundles with the Easton made bundler, and somebody started chewing on them. Where are her shoes? What if she drops a piece of firewood? Why are they not working with gloves and PPE? And he said that he is glad that he lives somewhere that kids can still be in bare feet and have fun, get bumps and bruises, and survive, and not have to be bundled up and have to deal with all the crap that they deal with in the city. And I couldn't agree with him more. Marlon is really, really awesome. I've enjoyed talking to him. I met him at Hoosier Firewood Hysteria. Really good guy. And I really, really like that his outlook that kids need to be kids. And that was the same thing with the boys helping me. The boys have got to be boys. They've got to learn. You got to encourage them. 75 quarter years, nothing to sneeze at for one man show, Richard. That's a good deal. Yeah, it's hard on my snowplow season too, Jim, for sure. I'm gonna have gonna have my hands full, but we'll do what we need to. You're welcome, Silas. Appreciate you. But we're in overtime, and I don't want to keep everybody because it's Sunday. Some of you guys got to work tomorrow. I know I got to pack or do something or try to figure something out. I don't know what I'm doing yet, but I got to do something. So we'll see you guys on Wednesday. Going to try to get a video put together. And I think Len had it right. I think I am going to do a video about talking to the camera and why it's so hard and why it takes so long to make a video. So that's a good idea, and we'll go from there. Ed just told me I was missing out on Tennessee talk. What's happening? LOL, giving the little one a bath. So Tennessee is March 13th and 14th, Friday, Saturday, and Parsons, Tennessee. We're going to get a hotel information and all that stuff, so we got somewhere for people to stay and do all of that stuff. It's going to be a good time. And thank you so much for the idea, Len. I think that's a great idea. I'll make sure to give you a shout out in that video too. We're going to do this, guys. We're going to do it a little bit every day. And we're going to see how far we go. And we're going to help somebody when we can along the way. So we'll see you guys on Wednesday. Thanks so much. Appreciate you all stopping by. And we'll see you on Wednesday.